Greetings everybody, it's Moses here. This video is a follow-up to the question that was asked by a good friend Imran. He wanted to know how he can update the members that he has in his database having a form like this one upon selection. So what he means by that is that take for instance you don't want to update the status of your members manually like this. Okay, you want to have you want to be able to select the members that you want to update their status to active or inactive, and then click the update button, and then all those members are going to have the status that you have selected. So how are you going to do that? Okay, the first thing that we are going to do is that since we are going to target not everybody, just a group of people, then we have to figure out in our table if there is a field that we can use as a means of filtering our data. In this case, we are going to use the date of employment. It's easy to work with dates because you can do date range, and then everybody who is between those dates that you have chosen is going to be displayed. So in this case, I have these two text box here, and I've already formatted them that they should be able to when I come here I should be able to select a date. So we're going to put date 1 here and here date 2, and when we click selection we should be able to show the members who were employed between the dates that we have chosen here. And once we are done, we should be able to select the status here, whether active or inactive, and when we click on the update button we should be able to have the status of those members which we have selected updated to the status that we have chosen here. Okay, so what we are going to do is that we are going to build a query that is going to help us to display information based on the dates that we put there. Okay, so I'm going to go to design view, then go to create query design, select the table that you are dealing with, close. I'm going to select the information exactly as I have it here. So I'm going to have first name, last name, basic pay, date of employment, and status. So I'm going to have first name, last name, basic pay, date of employment, then status. So when we click view, you can see that we have exactly what we have this side. So what I'm going to do is that on the date of employment, you can write this. Okay, so you can say between and then the date and the other date. So what is going on here is that the information that is going to be shown by this query is going to be between the dates that we have put here. Okay, so when we go here, you see the information is between 7/1/2023, and the other date is that we put was 7/4/2023. So we do not have any entry or any person who was employed on the 4th, so only the person that was employed on the 3rd is showing up here. All right, now how are we going to make sure that the dates here change instead of, because when we run this query it will always show the information that is between these two dates. So how are we going to make sure that our query is able to receive the dates that we put here? So what I'm going to do is that I am going to go on view here, then go on SQL SQL view, and then I'm going to copy this query here. All right, and then I'm going to come here, and then I'm going to come on this button which says selection. Go on event, then on click, and then come here. So when we're here, we are going to write this code. So we are declaring str as a string, and we are setting it to the query that we copied from the query builder. So remember, on our query we had dates. So we have replaced those dates with the text box that we have on our form. So the first date is going to come from textbook date 1, and the second date is going to come from textbox date 2. Alright, so whatever dates that we have here, they are the ones which are going to be used to display the people that were employed within those 2 dates. Okay, and then after doing that, so we're going to set this str to be our new record source for the form. So when you click on the select button or on the selection button, you'll be able to see those people show up on your form. Okay, so the other thing that we need to do while we're still here is that we need to put a code on the update button. And now that we have the members that we want to update show up on the form, so we want to change their status to either active or inactive. Okay, so what we're going to do is that we're going to select the btn update. That's the name that we gave our update button, and then we're going to put this code. It's a very simple code. First thing first, we are setting the warnings that Microsoft shows when you're updating something to false. All right. The second thing is that we're trying to check if in our combo status, if the value that we selected is active, and if it's active, then we want to run this update query. So on the update query, this is what is going on. So we are updating the employee table, and then we are setting the status. So the status is a field that we have in our employee table to be equal to true, where the date of employment, which is the field also in the employee table, is between these 2 dates that we have put on our form. Okay, and then after that we want the form to requery, and we'll be able to see the status of those members that we selected change. If you don't put requery, usually it's going to delay a little bit, or sometimes you have to close your form and then open it and then select those people again, and then you'll be able to find that their values have been updated. So just make sure that you have the requery there, so that once you update, things show up very quickly. Okay, and then here we are trying to check if the value that we have selected is inactive. If it is, then we want we want to set the status to be equal to false for all the members that are between the dates that we have put on those text box. Okay, and then we do our query. So basically, this is the code that we just need in order to achieve what we want. So let's try to debug. Everything is okay. So let's go and see what is going on our form, having our code written. Okay. So if we put, for example, if we say July 1st, and maybe this one says selection, you can see that we have now the information based on the selection. So if we go back, we say June 1st up to this time. So you can see it's going to get everybody in this way. So let's select, go back and do the selection. Let's change these guys to inactive. All right, let's change them to active. Okay, let's try to have everybody activated. Let's choose just the date that is okay. We have everybody here. Let's say update. Everyone is activated, and let's do that. Everybody is inactivated. So let's try to get those in July. July 1st, and then up to, and then let's activate them. Okay, so that's how we update the information in our table upon selection. I hope this video is going to help. If you have a question, you can ask in the comment section, and I'll try by all means to attend to those questions. All right, God bless.